Have you seen the new billboard poster at the courthouse that one of the Samoans
No.
put up?
Wait, so where is it?
Across City Hall. Up here to the left.
No more state corruption.
It's Lady Liberty crying blood.
Who put that up?
The N and the S is bolded out.
The N and the S?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see it, to be honest with you. But I assume it's there, and yeah.
Emperor's not happy.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, the day you shot Carmen, we really wanted to talk to you about stuff.
Yeah, we talked. Wait, about what?
I can't remember. I think it was about
Oh
potentially.
yeah, you want to talk about G?
Was it about G?
Yeah, yeah. We were in the meeting room, and he said my house looks like shit, and it's not even really my house. And then I started arguing. So what? Should we just go to the fucking manor? Sorry, I couldn't spend $7,000 on a fucking house like you can. And whatever. My house is shit. We'll just go to the fucking manor.
I don't think it
But
was just about G.
yeah, well, that's all he mentioned. He asked if G's my boy, and that's the only thing he asked before we started arguing about
Do
the
you know
house.
anything about what happened with that's been happening with G?
No.
Okay, so he got wrangled. He got caught with a 3 broken silences and a smoke grenade. And that made Wrangler raid everything he had, including cars that was parked at the Rooster. You know when they, raid you, they, inventory the shit and they take their cars and they leave. They took his whole car. He had an odd 50 guns that were all broken in there, and most of them were class 2s, and one of them there was a pistol part in there as well. And I know what the contents are because Blue Jeff and Luke both have seen the contents of the car multiple times. And Emperor is furious because why was that car parked at the Rooster of all places where there is a.
Oh, it was parked at the Rooster?
Yeah,
Oh god.
and we all know what's in the basement.
That is not good. that that's not good.
Yeah. And yeah, Lang wants to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I
And
mean,
then
I like G. G is my boy, but that's really bad.
yeah. Obviously he probably doesn't know why it's that bad, but I think a lot of people understand why it's that bad. Because if the pistol part wasn't there, they wouldn't be looking at manufacturing.
I mean, it's bad. Obviously, it's bad, and yeah, I mean, it's fucking bad. It's fucking bad.
And they were just broken, just scorpions, old guns that are just not in the city anymore.
I mean, I don't think they could ever like put it to the Rooster. but
No, but you never
I
know.
don't think that's an excuse to
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
kill G because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a say in what doesn't or does happen to G, but it is what it is. I'm more mad at Ray's second in command, Chem, who showed up at he called me, he was like, "Hey, I don't know what's happening. I just woke up. What's happening with the G baby stuff?" And I was like, I like tried to give him a TLDR. I stood next to Lang. I said, "Hey Lang, Ray isn't around, but his second in command is, do you want to talk to him?" He said, "No, call Harry. Let him call Harry." I said, "You need to call Harry." And he was, "Harry isn't awake." I said, "Well, call Harry." So Lang didn't want to talk to him. And we had to go to another meeting. After the meeting, this guy came, we came out of the Cerberus building, and this guy was just leaning against like Emperor's DeLorean. And he was just there, and I was like, this is so bad. Sully grabbed like Lang from the garage. So this is just like PTSD shit right now, what he's pulling off. Obviously he doesn't know that, and so he basically was trying to get the story from Lang. It was a very weird conversation. Like it's just the way he approached us was just weird. After that,
Right.
he was so Emperor was like, we need a meetup, Ray, everybody, G, just to talk about all this shit. So that was the message that was sent. So I called like Chem afterwards, and I said to like not do that shit again, because I'm trying to save him from not getting attacked by Onyx, basically. And this guy then says, "I love you, Eve, but no offense, you gatekeep Lang from people."
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was stun locked for 30 a full 30 seconds when he said that to me. He said if he
You gatekeep. No. What you should have said is, no, he doesn't like any of you. I'm sorry. Like, that's just the truth of it. It's
I
like if someone said some shit to you, like, you gatekeep Yaeger. No, Yaeger avoids all of you. It's like
yeah,
the Emperor avoids every stupid fucking gang member from Ray's stupid fucking gang.
yeah, I don't know. I was stun locked by like him saying that to me, because it's not like I did not try to have Lang talk to him, which I did, and he just totally ignored that, and then instead said I gatekeep Lang from people, which is wild to me, as if I'm acting like his assistant, which I'm not. His number is in the yellow pages, is in the mayoral app every single day.
Yeah, that's when you say, look, little bro, if you're worried that you might annoy him trying to contact him, maybe your worries are right. And stop doing the same shit. Or you should start doing the same shit with me and hang up on them.
Yeah, I don't know. That pissed me off. And it pissed Emperor off as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking stupid. And I don't know what you two expect from a fucking R.U.S.T member, to be honest with you. I don't know why you guys talk to them.
Well, we still haven't been able to. I think they're still looking for G. I think they try to give Ray a tracker to give to G so they could just track him whenever. And I was like, I don't know what this plan is, but okay.
So what? Can I take a guess at what's going on?
Sure.
What'd you say?
Um, I said, sure, you want to take a guess?
Yeah, my guess is Emperor's Omega pissed, wants to kill G. Uh, you said he hasn't talked to Ray about it?
No, he has. Him, Harry, Ray have all talked about it.
Okay, so he wants to kill G. Uh, Ray is afraid to look like a punk bitch in front of his gang, so he doesn't want to do that route. And now the Emperor is having second thoughts about it.
Well, today he just said if any of us see or hear from G, we should let him know. So, yeah, probably.
But
Say again?
let him know what?
I don't know where G is because they just haven't seen him in like 2 days.
Oh, you mean let the Emperor know if you see G.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did Ray say? Was
I
Ray like, okay, or what?
I I have no idea. I wasn't in any of those meetings. I have no idea like what Ray's feelings or thoughts are.
God, Ray's such a fucking bitch. Can't kill one of your stupid fucking gang members when the Emperor tells you to?
Would you kill one of us if he asked?
Yeah, I did already.
Oh yeah, shit, you did.
I mean, I wouldn't do it again. You know. I actually talked to the Emperor about this recently. And the Emperor, I don't know what you know about this whole Michael Simone, Nick Simone shit, but
I know a lot.
I talked with the Emperor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he really wants to kill Michael, right? And
Yeah.
I've had an argument with him about all this shit. And, you know, I don't know if I want to go through the fucking hour-long combo we had again, but TLDR, I told him that I don't want Michael to die, and I don't know what would happen if he asked me to kill him, right? If it came down to it, right? Like, if I was put in a situation where I had a gun and I had to choose between Michael and the Emperor, I would kill Michael, right? But if the same thing were to happen with him and a guild member, I don't know what I'd do. Because when we killed Malfurion, Malfurion deserved it, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was literally talking to Bass, the current chief of police, or the whatever. Like, he was the chief of police then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bit different, right?
So you want that to be a good enough reason for you to do it, basically.
It doesn't. I'll just say this, okay? I don't know why the fuck I just said that, but if the Emperor asked me to kill one of you, a guild member, I would say no, and I wouldn't do it. I would rather him. I would rather him shoot me in the head than have to go through that again. And that's the truth. If he told me to kill a guild member, and
No, lying talks too bad.
there was nothing else I could do to stop him, I would tell him to just kill me.
Michael does have keys to
Because
ICC.
I
Yeah.
don't want to live through that shit again.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're family, so I don't think he'd want to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have that conversation. I never want to be in that predicament ever.
Yeah.
That's why I get so fucking mad when people want to join yokai and shit. Because they're gonna do something fucking stupid. And I don't know what the fuck Mary's doing with his stupid PM shit. But I guarantee you that yokai is gonna get involved
No, Michael
and
isn't in the guild.
something stupid's gonna happen. And I'm gonna have to have that fucking combo with the Emperor. But I really don't want to have that combo. Because he knows I'm not going to kill another fucking guild member ever again. You know, unless
Yeah.
one of you are doing something incredibly fucking stupid, like telling people about our bench or something like that. But G's not fucking family to Ray. G just fucking met Ray. Like, there's no shot that they're fucking family.
I feel like he probably sees all his boys as family.
But Ray's a fucking moron.
I don't know if you were even in the conversation when Michael was at the house the other day, but they adopted Andy as their sister.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it's real.
You can't adopt someone as a fucking sister. One of them marry her?
No. He just literally said Andy is our sister now.
What's next, huh? Does the S for Mickey S stand for Mickey fucking Simone? Is that the next thing you're gonna fucking tell me?
I don't know, should we ask him?
Maybe. You know, I mean, look at Ray, okay? Like, let's be real, you know? I trust Ray. I can rely on Ray. But let's look at Ray's personality, alright? The shit that he does every day with this game is not shit the Emperor does anymore, right? So if his gang fucking gets up and leaves because he is handing over one of their, like, blooded in members because the Emperor says so, like, what are they gonna expect, right? Like, are they next? Like, nothing, like, their gang leader doesn't even have their back just because the Emperor says it?
Yeah, that's probably what Ray is feeling and experiencing.
It's not an easy decision for him, I get it. But, you know, it's also not something you can really explain to your members either.
Yeah, I mean, they literally can't stand there and say, like the line. I don't even know if Ray knows about the bench, but like, you can't say this is why it's such an issue. And one of Lang's like deep-seated like rules is you do not mess with his fucking businesses.
Yeah, I mean... But how does Ray tell that to his members, right? Like, hey, there's a weapons bench in the Rooster. That's why we can't do that shit. Like, that's obviously not something that can be said.
No, but I feel like at that point he should want his members to trust him enough to take his word for it. But I mean, that's what you can ask for, but you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean... Look, at the end of the day, it's a hard decision, but if Ray's not a fucking moron, he hands him over. Because... It's just... It's not really, like, comparable in my opinion. You can rebuild your gang, you can't rebuild the relationship that you'll lose with the Emperor. Well, he's a fucking gang leader, okay? Now that I'm thinking about it, right? I'm treating his stupid fucking gang like they're the guild, right? He has actual hierarchy in his stupid little club. So he can tell them to get the fuck over it or leave. Where the fuck are they gonna go? I don't know. I could also see the Emperor fucking being mad that he doesn't have a full gang's votes too.
Yeah, that's also what is actually he's trying to hold it back too, because whatever he does reflects so he wants to be mayor for a second term, right? And it's everything he does is just like he's thinking of the votes. Uh, he's really having a hard time.
I don't know. Like, I get it. I really get it. I really do. But some things are, I don't know. I can't really think of it from a mayor position because I would never want to be mayor, right? But I can see from the view, right? Like, not wanting to beat the shit out of Kim for saying that shit. I can see that. You know? For political gain, right? I don't know.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's like he wants to defund the hospital, but he doesn't want to lose the hospital's vote. You know, it's like a lot of
Well,
stuff
that would be fucking stupid regardless. Why would the fuck would he defund the hospital?
because he sees it that it's privately owned by Nick. So why should the government be paying for it?
The hospital's privately owned?
And Nick owns it.
Why doesn't he just build a new hospital?
I don't know. Just
It's
build
not like he
another
didn't have to
one.
use his own money. Like,
Or just use the state's money.
hospital and schools are like what people want. No, I mean, that's what I would do.
Eve is popping
I would
off.
just build a new hospital.
We're trying to get more foot traffic to the restaurants. So we took the food lockers away from the PD. That didn't make them happy.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? Would the PD even want to work with the Emperor anymore? I mean, he sounded convinced that they don't like him when we were on the phone earlier.
Mm,
Or they're always looking for a way to fuck him over. That's why he was so mad with the me shooting Carmine shit.
I mean, that was just him overreacting. Nothing came of it, you know?
I mean, I know nothing came of it. I didn't think anything would come of it because Carmine used to be my employee before he was a fucking cop. We have history, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that doesn't make it not a big deal, because if anyone wants to fuck over the Emperor, they can use that against them, right? And I understand and get that. So, I mean, if he is that paranoid about people trying to fuck him over, then obviously, like, are these guys gonna even vote for him anyway?
I don't think
Like,
cops
what?
vote anyway.
I guess you guys did the autos thing, right? So
Yeah, we
maybe
did.
that.
Yeah, that's actually something we did, which made them really happy.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I guess the best option is just to suck it up and do what everyone wants, and then once you get the votes, just fuck them over like you wanted to. But then they just hate you, and then you're not mayor again after that, right? So.
Yeah, but that's why we have Aegis. It gives us control without having to be in the mayoral office.
Yeah, but what happens when this Aegis shit is made and the Emperor is no longer mayor? Like, how do you plan to have Aegis on the same level as, like, the police department?
So the board members are already selected for 6 months now. So that's a 6-month thing. And there's a loophole that makes the bonds endless, basically.
I don't know. I think it's a cool idea and a good concept, and even probably decent in, you know, in actuality, but I don't
Bast
see
is
how Aegis is going
Bast is the
to.
other board member.
Yeah, but Bass is a useless piece of shit. I
He's,
don't see how Aegis is going to be able to hold themselves like with much power if they have to answer to the police.
but they don't.
What do you mean?
Aegis is the higher entity. They don't answer to anyone.
How do you make it? How does Aegis not have to answer to the police?
It's the way the legislation is written. They just answer to the Senate, and that's it. Tim wrote this in such a way that this government entity is greater than the DOJ, greater than the PD, greater than the mayoral office.
Well, why would anyone let that happen?
I believe the response from the senator was IDGAF TBH.
Okay, I understand now.
Yes.
So, like what? Can it be overturned by the Senate if they don't like it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now it's making sense.
And yeah, the legislation has eminent domain in it. So if you want anything else in the city, we can just have it if we have reason. Aegis is working out of the FIB building now.
Okay.
I can take your mansion.
Aegis seems very powerful, and I
It
don't know if I
is.
want to be a part of. I don't know if I want to have that much power right now.
Oh, you'd have to be clean, firstly.
Yeah.
And secondly, we're just it's menial things like, you know, storefront task forces, graffiti cleanup in Vinewood, business stashes, control, so the PD don't go ham with it. And then maybe world domination one day. Who knows?
But yeah, I haven't talked to the Emperor since
That day.
the whole Carmine thing.
Mm. Nobody knows about the space program, and except Cerberus people. There's a lot I'm not telling Yaeger, like the bomb. Mike wants to blow up the courthouse. Like, that's things I don't want to touch, and I'm not going to touch because he knows Michael. Like, I'm not going to tell him these things. I'll let Lang tell him. Like, it's just not my
I
place.
don't
Like,
know. It's probably a hard decision for him.
it's
I'm
not
more
like
worried
Eve's
about the
place.
poster shit.
Yeah, I mean, it sends a message, and Emperor's on the I'm going scorched earth now, basically. Which I do not want, and he is trying to get opinions. He's like, what should I do? What should I do? And I'm like, maybe not.
Man, I don't think Scorched Earth is the play, because we had a meeting about this shit. I don't know what he means by Scorched Earth.
Burn it all down.
But we had a meeting about this. And, I mean, Michael said in the meeting, you know, what Nick does is not him.
But
And Nick
I
is,
think,
he literally said Nick is an idiot.
well, maybe you should reiterate that, because he probably thinks Nick did that, so it must have been Michael too.
This shit is causing issues for me now, because you say fucking Michael and Nick adopted Andy.
Yeah.
Andy's asking for a bomb from TJ. What the fuck does that mean?
I can't tell him.
Andy's the one that does our fucking rocket launchers. Like,
I can't tell him. I can't tell him. I want to tell him, but I
Do
can't.
I have to second guess everything Andy does now?
Yes.
That just doesn't feel that it fucks up so much shit for us. Like the Emperor wants to give shit for his businesses not being touched. Like this is our business. I get it if Nick is threatening the Emperor and doing dumb shit, like yeah, sure, the guy needs to fucking die, no questions asked, right? But like this is our major business.
I just know what you just told me about Andy. Like you need to talk to Emperor.
I don't want to talk to the Emperor about that.
You do need to talk to him about it.
No, I don't, because it could be fucking nothing, right? Because TJ told me that she wanted a bomb for some relationship shit. Like someone broke up with someone and they tried exploding her or something. But I mean, I trust Andy. Like Andy's as close to like family as we got outside of our actual family. And if I tell him this shit, it's gonna make him fucking paranoid as fuck, and for no fucking reason, probably.
You know, the whole HOA plus Andy, they're digging a hole under City Hall. You know that, right?
Why? For what? Why? I have seen that shit, actually.
It's quote unquote for a parking garage.
I mean, that's fucking suspicious. That's suspicious as fuck.
I'm just saying, please be careful.
I mean, it's not a me be careful thing. Like she's the one that sells our shit. Like, she knows about our bench. I can't imagine. Okay, I don't know if Andy's ever talked to you, but
Andy barely talks to me.
Andy has been very, very open with me for a while, right? She knows about the fucking vampire shit. She fucking gets blood for me. She is constantly fucking worried and needs reconfirmation that, or reaffirmation that, like, the guild doesn't fucking hate her because of this whole fucking Denzel thing. Like, you know, she has always had our back. And Andy knows how close we are to the Emperor. It's not even like, she knows. So I don't think she would ever do anything to him. Like, you know.
He's on the
that
highway.
way, right? Because, like, the only way she would ever do anything in my mind is if, like, he tried to kill Sis or someone in their gang or something, you know? Like, just out of, like, for no reason, you know?
Okay, but she is a Simone now.